Hi, good morning. Good afternoon. It is definitely afternoon by the time you see this, and it has been a morning. I have left up Lady Justice, who is supposed to be blind when it comes to persons, creeds, and cultures, and is only supposed to look at behavior versus the law and make judgments when it comes to guilt or innocence from that framework. And I would go a step further and say that Lady Justice judgments should be based on both justice and tempered with mercy. So where do I stand on the Summer Wells case? I have, up until this point, not listened to Don on other people's panels for 20 months. I've said this before recently. I may have caught clips here and there of things he has said and things he has done, but I've not actually sat and listened because I did not want my fair-mindedness swayed by what he said, because what he says is not consistent over time. Candace, we've heard a lot less about, but I've talked more about, because there are parts of Candace's life that I understand, including domestic violence, having some limitations on your choices in life. And Candace believes that she has limited choices, otherwise she wouldn't still be with Don after all this time. We have very limited handful of facts regarding Summer's case, and that limited handful of facts has caused people to speculate wildly on motives and reasons why people did one thing or another at any given time. Who's guilty, who's not, why, and all that jazz. I have steered clear of expressing an opinion about who I think is guilty, who I think is innocent, and so on, because that is a violation of my own principle of being fair-minded. Do I think that it is possible that neither Candace nor Don had anything to do with Summer's disappearance? Yes, I think it's possible. Do I think it's probable? No. And the reason goes down to lifestyle. They did not lead a lifestyle that would be the most safe and the most secure for their children. That we have seen over the last 20 months. Let me specify that even further. Just because they led an unconventional and even careless lifestyle when it came to the safety and health of their children does not mean I think they are murderers or any other nefarious description that other people have tried to associate with them. Do I think that a stranger came and abducted her out of the basement? No, definitely not. The basement door is not visible, as I said yesterday in the Maps and Footprints episode, from anywhere on street level around the Beech Creek, Ben Hill area. So that one is just not in my list of things that could be possible or even probable. And I respect the fact that both Cam and Allie demonstrated that someone could get to the back door and pick up and carry 35 or 40 pounds worth of, in their case it was dog food for the demonstration, but little girl, and get away from the house within 10 or 15 seconds if you go all the way down the driveway from the bus trail. That was a valuable demonstration, but it does not convince me that a stranger came and abducted her. Sorry, Don. In fact, I have always leaned heavily towards the theory that Summer wandered and got too far and then something happened. What that something is, we don't know. Did somebody snatch her from the fields and forests around the house on somebody else's property? Maybe. Did somebody hit her accidentally? We still don't have resolution as to what the red truck has to do with any of this case. It's possible somebody hit her and panicked. And as I said yesterday in the maps and footprints episode, we cannot ignore the fact that there are single footprints in at least 2 locations south of the Wells property. It appears that the way the footprints were made, that she was not walking on her own, that somebody was carrying her. But we don't know that for a fact. We just know that there is one footprint in one location and one footprint in another location, and according to Cam and Allie, there may be another footprint in a third location. I wasn't there. I cannot tell you where exactly those footprints are, nor can I tell you who might have made them. I'm not going to speculate, because just like with the parents and the grandmother and all of the friends that have stuck themselves in this case and spoke up, I am not going to accuse anybody of anything that there is not solid evidence for. And that brings us to the problem with this case. We don't have a lot of evidence. So here's the evidence we do have. Summer was seen by a Sonic employee as late as 2 p.m. on June 15th. Summer was last seen on June 15th, 2021 in the 100 block of Ben Hill Road wearing pink shirt and gray pants or shorts, possibly barefoot. 2 single footprints sent positive for Summer Wells were found on 2 properties. One in one property, one in another property, confirmed by an eyewitness and Dave Rader of Midwest EquiSearch. Everything after that is speculation. Parents' guilt or innocence, grandma's guilt or innocence, the neighbor, her son, her former partner, and anybody else in any location proximate to 110 Ben Hill Road. All speculation. And I'm not going to speculate. There you go. It's all there in a nice, neat package. I hope that you got a good refresher, if nothing else. Thanks so much for joining me. God bless you. And I will see you real soon.